What it do, y'all? Back with another video for you. So today, Hasbro, the people that made Transformers, Hasbro has confirmed a new Power Rangers film. This video is by Comic Book Cast, and I'm curious as to what dude has to say. Like, he's very insightful, like a motherfucker, man, insightful as shit. But let's see what the old boy got to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Hold up. Okay, put this thing back in. I really don't like this thing, but it helps. Let's see what homie got to say.
So it wasn't too long ago that I brought you guys the video talking about the Power Rangers movie franchise, specifically the one we just recently had, which was the reboot, and how I said, look, the Power Rangers movie franchise, as we know it, the one we just had, the reboot, is dead. There is no
that was weird to me though.
Hasbro
I actually like the movie.
For all that money.
I actually like the designs of the
few people really.
The suits and everything. Did not like the Megazord for nothing.
In the grand scheme of things, so there's really no point.
I mean,
I said,
you know, the movie got talked about a lot, but
dead, and you're gonna get a reboot. But the iteration that we just
I liked it, and I like the way the suits was.
Recently, this was just confirmed as Hasbro recently held a press conference.
So I hope they don't change the
Hasbro
suits.
CEO Brian Goldner, he actually went out there and said, "Look, Power Rangers acquisition is big for us, and we have a big blueprint into how we want to develop it. Along this is, of course, you know, video games, TV, action figures, and things." And then he wanted to stress out that, yes, a film is in the cards and a film will be happening. Now, of course, this comes also on the heels of Hasbro going out there and trying to really reshuffle everything they're doing in the movie industry. You know, we saw that they're going to be moving forward with what seems to be a reboot of G.I. Joe, or maybe a continuation if The Rock signs on, but they don't really know about that yet. And then, of course,
might as well, he does everything else.
That seems to be going in a different direction. So Power Rangers, being one of their latest portfolio additions, makes sense. It's a huge brand. It's a huge powerhouse brand. And if you can do it the right way, and if you can really get it out there in front of people and give them the movie that they want, undoubtedly people.
I know this much. Don't even.
The last movie did not.
Don't let it be a reboot. Do not let it be a reboot. You already had your reboot. Just add on to the shit and put the Green Ranger in there.
Because there's a new one on the horizon. Now, honestly, when you're going to see this, there's really no info on it. But I'm willing to bet you it's going to be about 5 years. In the next 5 years, you're going to see this reboot, and it's probably going to be a lot more in line with the friendlier style that the shows are adapting. It really wouldn't surprise me if they go like off the wall and do something insane nobody expects, but you know, that's topic for other discussions really, or our podcast.
Okay. Alright. 5 years. 5 years. Somewhere within 5 years. But what I have to say about this right here is simple as this. We have legit had, what? Three Power Rangers films? Don't let this be a reboot. Just make it a sequel. Talk y'all asses off to the people that did the reboot from the get-go. Keep the same designs. Change the Megazord. Except for that, change the Megazord. You know, bring in the Green Ranger and just go from there. And I bet money it'll be way better than the original reboot. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we're all Green Ranger fans. There's not. I would like to meet the person, which that's probably the dumbest thing I'm about to say, but I'd like to meet the person that, you know, did not like, you know, Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure there's a whole bunch and everything. I'm sure I'm gonna get some comments like, I never watched the show. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But let's just be real. Like, when it first came out, it was the shit. Let's just be real. It was the shit. But when they introduced the Green Ranger, that blew that motherfucker up so big. You know what I'm saying? So don't even reboot the thing. Just continue with what you got. Go talk to some people. Work the shit out. And continue it. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't a bad movie. You know, every story has to be told, you know, so they're going to have to go ahead and tell this story first, and then they're going to have to get the action. So it's always limited. Every movie that always does something, they always got to tell the story first. Every first movie, they got to tell the story first. Then you get the big stuff. I mean, even Iron Man was the same way, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the things that I didn't like about, you know, the reboot was, you know, the Megazord. I hated the way it looked. Goldar, I hated the way they did him. That's actually about it. The movie really wasn't bad at all. It really wasn't. You know, and hey, that was my phone. I don't know what the hell. Just don't reboot the damn thing. Just don't. Your opportunity is right there. You know what I'm saying? I have a million things I could say right now. You know, I really can. I think one thing is we've had three Power Rangers and now one Voltron. For those that don't know what Voltron is. You know, I mean, they did a new cartoon. This has nothing to do with the subject. They did a new cartoon, which is great. But it's time for a movie, y'all. It's time for a movie. And you know what? And in saying that, I actually got something I'm working on. I got something that I'm working on. I'm gonna start doing it where it's gonna be for Fridays, maybe every other Friday, because the amount that I'm gonna have to put into it and everything. So it might be every other Friday, but yeah. I got something I'm working on right now. So it's not always going to be reactions. I got my own thing I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's just besides the point. Don't reboot it. Don't reboot it. Just make it a sequel. Go from there. Honestly. Because that's just a waste. You know what I'm saying? That's just a waste. And you had a lot of good, decent actors and actresses. And you know what I'm saying? There's so much that you left open in that series or that movie that you can play with. Okay? So Hollywood, whoever is watching, listening, whatever, don't reboot it. Just keep it going. Okay? Just keep it going. God, I'll catch you on the next one. You know what it is.